Okay, looks like we're back now. I apologize. Uh, my stream keeps, or my laptop keeps crashing. But we're gonna work through it. That's all I can do. Okay, so as I was saying, we did have a tornado on the ground near Yazoo City. Currently, it looks like we don't have any debris signatures showing up. And now we've got a new tornado warning, and this is a standard tornado warning. So it looks like it has lifted for the moment, but we did have a tornado near Yazoo City, so we'll have to wait for reports to come in. One thing I do want to check here is we've got this severe thunderstorm ahead of the line all by itself. It's a very small storm, but these are the type of storms that could produce tornadoes, or large tornadoes. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. We also have other storms uh, going up uh, across Louisiana, and these look more linear than anything. Um, but anyway, let's go back up here towards Yazoo City. As I said, we've got a tornado warning now. This is um, Attila and Holmes counties um, until 2:45 local time. So really for over the next hour. At 1:40, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Benton or 11 miles east of Yazoo City, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. The storm is also capable of ping pong ball size hail. Um, if you are near Ebenezer, uh, Brosville, Pickens, Franklin, Goodman, Durant, uh, Possum Neck, McAdams, uh, Casuco, and Hesterville, you need to be taking cover now, um, as this storm comes in. Again, it is capable of it has a long history of producing damage, some significant damage in the Monroe area, um, and has produced several tornadoes. If we go here, um, it's a little bit uh, disorganized at the moment. Um, but again, as it has done time and time again, this has developed into, uh, it'll weaken and then it'll re-strengthen and then it'll weaken again. They cycle, and this has produced several tornadoes as time has gone on. Um, Looks like we have a line of thunderstorms developing ahead of this. Uh, so that'll be that'll be interesting to see how it affects this particular thunderstorm. And then we have more cells blowing up in Louisiana. Uh, but if you look at all this area of not a whole lot going on in southern Mississippi, and then up into Alabama as well. We got a long way to go with this, so we're going to take this one step at a time. That storm off to the east lost its warning, so that one is no longer severe at the moment. They're kind of struggling. Let me check something real quick. Surface. Well, these storms are actually moving into an environment that is less conducive for tornadoes at the moment. But further to the south, these storms are blowing up to the south. These are going to be the ones that could produce several tornadoes. And let's see. Yeah, down in Louisiana, I'm particularly concerned right now for the possibility of supercells blowing up, and even actually in western Mississippi, looks like there could be another round developing behind all of this. I take that back to the west, but definitely in southern Mississippi, far southern, southeastern Louisiana. This is going to be prime time here pretty soon for these areas to have some big time storms and potentially tornadoes. But anyway, so this is the only storm across the country that has any type of warning. So all we have is this tornado warning. Let's see, nothing, it looks like nothing's on the ground currently. And this actually is looking a lot more linear now. But again, could change. It could recycle, redevelop, and produce another tornado. While we don't have anything on that right now, I want to check down here to the south really quick. Let's look at New Orleans. And these storms are even kind of struggling, but we'll have to watch this area very carefully as time goes on. Let's go back up here. We'll continue to track this. And if we again zoom in here, again looks very linear. Not seeing too much in the way of strong rotation at the moment. This is going to be moving towards Ebenezer, Goodman, Pickens, Durant, potentially Lexington, Durant, Salis, Costco, I hope I pronounced that right, and Ethel. Um, so if you're in these areas, take cover immediately. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, okay, so I have a picture um, that I'm going to try to get loaded up here. Um, in a second. This was out of Yazoo City. Um, okay, near Louise, so just southwest of Yazoo City. Uh, we have reports of several power poles snapped, a barn destroyed, and some tree damage on Highway 16, just west of Junction 149. So this is again in the Yazoo City, um, in the Yazoo City area. Um, okay, so let's do this. Let's add it there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so hang on one second. Gonna try to get that up for you. Since this is the only um, this is the only hang on. Okay, you're gonna see things kind of change. Okay, give me one more second here. Browse. Um, no. Okay. Sorry, hang on one second. Thought I saved it. Okay. Done. And okay. This is a picture out of Yazoo City that I received, and what you clearly see here is a wall cloud. You don't necessarily see a tornado, but this lowered area is definitely a wall cloud. So definitely a interesting photo, and it makes a lot of sense given what we were seeing on radar. Got another severe thunderstorm warning. This is in far. This is going to be south of Monroe in Louisiana, pretty far south of Monroe. If we look at this warning real quick, since we don't have very many warnings up, this is for Caldwell, north central LaSalle, southeastern Ouachita, and northeastern Wind parishes in Louisiana until 2:30 local time. So for the next half hour, it's a severe thunderstorm capable of producing 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail, and it's quickly moving off to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. So it's over Ala, or I think that's Urania. Kelly, you're going to be next in line. Standard, Clarks, Grayson, Columbia, Riverton, all these communities along US 165 as this storm quickly moves off to the north and east. But let's go back up here to our tornado warning that produced a tornado both near Monroe and also Yazoo City. If we go to velocity, okay, let's look at it from a different point of view. Maybe a circulation trying to develop just southwest of Lexington, and some other circulations here. So here's the one near Lexington, and then some other circulations, smaller ones to the south, maybe one near south of Ebenezer as well. Okay, and now new scan, now we're getting a TVS signature just between Ebenezer and Pickens, just northwest of Pickens. So we'll have to wait for the next velocity scan to catch up with the symbols. And looks like another storm to the north. Let's look at reflectivity real quick. Yeah, we got another one up there. This is on the leading edge of this thunderstorm that again has produced several tornadoes. So far this has been the storm of the day, but I'm thinking that is going to change rather quickly this afternoon, as we potentially get some supercells as well. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so back that up. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So again, this is our only tornado warning. Look at that. You got an inflow notch right here, right over the area where that TVS is showing up, and there may be a bit of a circulation showing up there. I think it's actually closer to Goodman by now, but nonetheless, let's go to CC correlation coefficient. No debris signature showing up, so that's a good sign. But again, this could be cycling again and could produce another tornado very shortly. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this storm. If we back it out, yeah, velocity is picking up on some rotation right here. Again, just north of Pickens, near Goodman, moving off to the northeast, and very messy storm mode going on here, but these storms in Louisiana, I think, are going to grow with time. If we go back, let's look at this one southwest of Monroe. Let's look at it from here, from Shreveport. That is definitely a supercell. It looks like a supercell within a line of supercells trying to form. Got a wind damage report near Lafayette, actually in Lafayette. Tree down at Park Avenue and Moss Street. So some wind damage going on down there. These are the only two warnings that we have right now. The tornado warning that's past Yazoo City now, and the severe thunderstorm warning south of Monroe. Okay, we got an update now on the tornado warning. So if we look at that, at 2:04, so 1 minute ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Goodman or near Durant, moving northeast. at 55 miles an hour. So again, no confirmation of a tornado at the moment on the ground, but nonetheless a rotating thunderstorm capable um, capable of producing a tornado. Um, back out here. Um, let's see. The other thing to keep in mind here is that uh, don't go looking for this tornado because it is severely rain wrapped. You're not going to be able to see it, and you'll want to uh, take cover. Don't go looking for this. You're not going to see it, and I would not mess around with today. Um, and getting more damage reports out of Monroe. Um, it looks like the airport was hit very hard. We do know of injuries. We do know of severe damage to uh, in 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 Monroe. There is severe damage. Now a tornado watch is going to be issued um, for northern portions of Alabama, um, and it looks like now the better dynamics have actually moved into uh, western Alabama. Uh, so southern Mississippi and western Alabama is looking like this is going to be the best area for potentially significant tornadoes, and um, we could see supercells develop further downstream. But this line, if I look at it real quick here, what you have here is the tornado watch is going to be for this area. Going to be out for this area right here, and it could be a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado watch. This area right in here has the best dynamics right now, and these storms are moving into that area. So we've got several things going on here. And of course, we've got this tornado warning still. Let's look at correlation coefficient. Not seeing any definite debris signature. And if we actually go, let's go to rotation. Actually, southwest of Salis, it looks like an area of rotation trying to develop. A pretty strong area of rotation, and so we'll have to watch that very carefully. Let's go back here and hang on one second. And the potential for a tornado watch is actually 95%. And I'm reading some information from the National Weather Service, or the Storm Prediction Center, rather. So again, tornado watch will be coming for the northern half of Alabama shortly, and actually a new tornado watch has been issued for southern portions of Louisiana and Mississippi, and that is also out until 8 p.m. This is a standard tornado watch where several tornadoes are possible. A few intense tornadoes are also possible, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and large hail is expected with this new tornado watch for southern portions of Louisiana. I don't have time right now to pull it up, but it is for this area right here that has now had a tornado watch, and this area in here is looking at likely a tornado watch here pretty soon.